Dude, we're late for school.
How late?
About 7 years.
5 more minutes then.
Hello, everyone. My name is Heather Hurt with the NRW, or Nerds Rule the World, and I am here with Ben Bocquelet. Am I saying that right? Yay!
Bonjour, Bocquelet. Yeah, you can say Bocquelet.
One of the executive producers, and Erik Fountain, another executive producer and series director for the upcoming series, The Wonderfully Weird World of Gumball. I can say
That's right.
things.
Nailed it.
After 6 years, we are finally getting back to Gumball and Darwin and seeing all of the fun they are having. So I've got that big first question, of course. Fans are anxiously waiting. What is the big difference, or what are the big new things they can expect in this new series with Gumball? Erik, I'll start with you.
I made it kind of my mission statement to not make it different because it's 6 years gone. Wait, I feel like people might be coming back a bit arms crossed and skeptical. So hopefully it will feel very familiar. You know what I mean? It's inevitably we've updated it because we're writing stories in 2024 and 2025, so they're going to reflect the current times. But it should feel familiar. I think my goal was the opposite. I wasn't trying to make it different.
What about for you, Ben?
I think it's gone even weirder than it ever was. Hence, maybe the new title. I don't know. I think we didn't do any for like a while, and this was like a new setup with Matt Lazell show running and Erik being the series director. And it was more kind of like taking a step back this time around in this season. And I really encouraged them to go as unhinged as mentally possible, at least until the lawyers stopped them. And I think they've done a pretty good job at hitting that mark.
We got pushback from lawyers, so yeah.
That's the beginning. As someone who has an Eat the Rich tattoo, I definitely felt the weirdness and the craziness in this series. What was if y'all could go as weird as you want, Erik, what was some of the weirdest moments that you had in this series? Not to give away spoilers, of course, but what are some of those weird things that fans can expect?
I don't know. I've been living in it for a couple years now. I don't think my barometer is really calibrated to what's not weird anymore. It's all weird.
It's institutionalized.
Yeah. I'm an inside man now.
Well, there we go.
I guess the weirdest thing that came out of this show is the mental state of Erik and Matt.
You really connect with the audience that way, though. It's so much of a connection. Gumball and Darwin they've been away. We see them covered in dust when they come in, of course. But if you could give the audience what they have been doing over the past 6 years, other than maybe being a little tardy for school, what have they done? What have they been doing to lead into this new series?
I think it was obvious from the dust that they just like stayed frozen. They were like non-animated for 6 years, weren't they? Gathering dust.
Cryostasis.
Yeah. Perfect. So what is a great way, once again, there was time between these series. How would you explain to an audience member who's maybe bringing in a different generation to watch this series? It hasn't been that long, but potentially. How would you explain the differences in the series then? Because as Erik, as you said, you didn't want too many differences. So how could you explain the variances in storytelling, or maybe even the changes in styling at all?
I think it should feel familiar to returning audiences, but also welcoming to new audiences because it's a new series. But narratively, it picks up where the previous series left off. So hopefully, it's got something for everybody. Like you could sit down and watch an episode, having never seen an episode of Gumball, and it'll make sense. We're not trying to gatekeep it from anybody.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Ben, just to follow up with that, this series there are some, at least it felt to me like there's some feeling of bias in direction with the storytelling. But how do you make an audience, a wider audience, understand stories like Eat the Rich? Like how can you bring that to a wider audience without feeling
Well,
too?
we simply recommend a healthy diet in that episode, you know, and it's entirely open to interpretation, obviously, because any audience brings 50% of the meanings they see in any movie or TV show, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
But we try to have like a second level of reading always for like grown-ups or the big sisters or big brothers that might be watching with the kids, you know. I like this idea that everyone can sit down, watch it, and have a good laugh.
With that being said, y'all are coming into a new programming. Y'all are moving from live television to Hulu to stream on a streaming platform. What type of audiences are you hoping to attract now that you kind of have both a more limited yet a wider audience? Who would you love to attract with this new series? Eric, I'll start with you.
Everybody, we want everyone to watch it.
Yeah,
Babies, grandparents,
exactly.
everyone in between.
Yeah, I want this to be in nursing homes, you know, like
Yeah.
I want, I want it to be that thing that replaces like the
The,
prices.
the first the first thing a newborn sees and the last thing a person in hospice care
Yes.
sees.
See, yeah, that's the audience we wish for.
Yeah.
Awesome. Then let's go back a bit then, and let's talk about the resurgence and how this came back. Ben, it's not like animation is comes up in a minute. You know, we can't
Yeah.
AI creatives can say that they created something in a second, but in reality, art takes time. So let's talk about how did this series come back? Can you take us back to the beginning a little bit?
On how things happened. Oh, so it was we were developing this Gumball movie, and off the back of it was coming like Matt and Eric were gonna have this kind of like new season that they were gonna like take into their own direction in some ways. Obviously, the streaming war stuff happened, and like in any war, nobody wins in it. So the movie got, I would say, delayed, and but the series was still commissioned, so we decided to just kind of like go back to it.
Eric, were there any changes on how the process rolled moving into streaming versus how y'all were doing it when y'all were doing live TV?
This is my first season on, so I can't compare it directly, but from what I understand, it's been nothing but it's been nothing but support this season. I can't compare it to the experience in previous seasons, but it's been great. Yeah, the network and Hulu have both kind of given us whatever we needed, and maybe there's some standards, like, oh, you can't say this. These are some alts, like really kind of maybe boring specifics, but nothing like earth-shattering or global for the production.
With this being your new season, and as Ben was saying, that y'all had an idea going in with prior to the movie, what brought you into this world? What made you really want to dive into the world of Gumball?
Oh man, I'm a massive fan of Ben's and like the show at large. I've got a son who's like an even bigger fan. I was just trying to impress him, I think, getting a job he would respect me for. But really, yeah, there's no other show that's such a sandbox. Like I hear Ben describe it as a sandbox, and it's perfect. Like nothing feels out of place. You can pitch any storyline with any character, with any type of treatment. You're like, yeah, that belongs in Elmore. It's fine. So it, I can't think of a more fun world to like tinker in.
Ben, what is your favorite story from the upcoming series that might differ from a story that was from the original series?
Well, like I was sort of like moved by this kind of finale we're doing, where we actually like diving into the meta aspect of what's happening to the world of Gumball, whether amazing or weird. And we ended season 6 on a cliffhanger, and we're picking it up there. And it's a really fun episode called The Rewrite, which I think does Rob some justice, and it's a character that I kind of feel for because he's been mistreated by us, the writers, effectively for all his life. So I thought it was nice to kind of give him like a fun new direction to take, you know.
To go to that with almost the same question for you, Eric, but I want to know, has your son watched the new series yet? Has he had a chance to watch the screeners?
He's peeked over my shoulder and given some good notes. Yeah.
What has been your favorite note about the series so far?
Maybe not a note, but sometimes he'll be my quality control. I'll like ask, hey, has there been a gag like this? I don't think so. He's like, Terry did something similar, but you're good. You're in the clear, you know.
I love that. It's
Yeah.
bring in the professionals at all
Yeah,
times.
absolutely. The children, right? They're smarter than we are.
Consultant. Yeah.
Unpaid though. Got to make sure we get that credential in there.
Child labor. Yeah.
Eric, with this series, what was the most fun artistically that y'all got to do? I do think that y'all got to expand the types of art that y'all have done, been in the past. So what was the most exciting artistic style y'all got to play with in the new series?
For me, it's Gumball kind of always has had the leeway to, like, if you're going to make a joke, you can expand execution wise, like into some other medium to like whatever the best version of that gag is. So we did that. We went down a couple different routes stylistically. They're outside the regular pipeline. I don't want to give anything away, but that's really exciting. Usually that's like not on the table with a TV production. Like you have your studio that you work with, they animate it one way and it comes back and that's what goes to the screen. So it's awesome.
Ben, what about you? What was the most exciting new technique that y'all got to use for the series?
Oh, I don't know if it's the technique itself. It's just the pleasure of working with illustrators or animators that I admire and always wanted to kind of like get to know and work with. So I would say it's more about like these people and what they bring to the show that comes out really out of nowhere. Like it goes from, you know, classic animators to like graffiti artists, and that's like really fun.
Did you did y'all work with any specific artists that y'all want to give a big shout out to right now that deserve that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Neckface, graffiti artist, James Baxter, greatest living hand-drawn animator and probably 3D too. Jack Sachs, great designer, illustrator. He did the opening titles. I'm missing a ton, but yeah, those are maybe the
CR, like an incredible bunch of like animators collective in Paris who are like good friends of ours. So it was a pleasure to kind of bring them back into the mix.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, last really quick question for you. What is your favorite episode of the new series? No spoilers, but just what's your favorite episode so that the kids know at home what they need to be waiting for? Eric, I'll start with you.
Mine always changes, but today it's the unfollow. That's my favorite.
Unfollow. All right.
Nice.
Ben, we kind of know yours, but if you had to list any others, what would it be?
I don't know. They're all my children. I can't like choose a favorite. I'll say like one of the first ones that's about to come out, The Butts. Like I think it's pretty funny.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. This was a lot of fun. The wonderfully weird world of Gumball, I'm going to say that right one day, arrives on Hulu on Monday, July 28th. Thank you guys, and you'll have a wonderful day.
Thank
you, Heather.
Bye.
Nerds rule the world!
Pleasure chatting with you. Love to all my nerds who rule the world.
Yeah. Nerds rule the world.
Yes, we do.
Thanks. Nerds rule the world.
Thank you.
I love the nerds ruling the world, so more power to you.
Patrick, what up, man? And yes, they do. Nerds rule the world, kid.
Yes,
know what
sir.
I'm one of
Thank you. Awesome. Kuya P, nerds rule the world. Hello. Yes, they do.
Yes.
Oh,
Nerds rule the world.
I got.
It's in the title of your show, like Nerds Rule the World. Like, I want more Black weirdos on screen, and I don't feel like we ever get to see that very much.
Thank you so much. Nerds do rule the world.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Nerds rule.
Love it. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Julie. Rock on. I love it. Thank you so much.
It's good to see you. I love Nerds Rule the World.
But yeah, there's a heavy nerd component, man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you ask me, nerds rule the world. So
Absolutely.
And you're right. Nerds do rule the world.
We're just the best.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies.
Nerds so much.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
It's your boy Kuya P. Nerds rule the world. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.
do. They rule the world, all right.
Yes. Take care, Tony. Thank you, guys.
On that high spot behind you. That's a good spot.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that great? I love it. Go, let's do it all around. Give it all around. Give the animals what they deserve.
Yeah. The high ground.